Gangstalking?
Yeah, just a little bit of retaliation, everything.
Not talk about that.
No.
I mean,
A little
bit,
but not a lot. Yeah.
Take
We're
this.
slow, guys. Just
be patient.
And my keyboard sucks. Okay, let's see. We've got Brandy, Sarah, Aya, and special guest
Miss Nicole Hidalgo.
Smokahontas.
Yeah, Smokahontas.
Is she doing it on the TikTok or on the?
She'll come in on. She'll be on the YouTube this episode, but y'all, we're doing so much right now. I'm afraid we're going to open a portal here in the middle of the floor.
Look, why is it sideways? Why is our camera sideways?
I don't know.
Now. There we go. All right, y'all. Sorry, I am about got to set up. I might not be able to follow the comments that well this time, but I'll do my best. But we're trying to set it up where we can all get on here, and yeah, because I only have my one device.
I'll keep up with comments, and you all kind
of. Okay, we've got a special guest that's going to join us here in a little while, but in the meantime, let's see here if we want to turn it around. Let Brandy give us the intro. Did you have something ready?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Well, I mean, I do, but I cannot see it. Would you like to see if you want to?
My tripod's falling over.
Ugh. You might be able to see this better than I can. It's just kind of got it.
Okay.
I'll let you look at it and see what.
Okay. So. Hi. Okay. So hello, Diamond. So what we've got today, we're going to be talking about gangstalking and retaliation tactics and some of the ways that our lives have been disrupted.
I think
over the years,
a lot of victims have been silenced again.
Yes.
You know,
lately.
There was this big eruption and everybody coming forward and being excited about, you know, yes, this is happening. And because of the retaliation that they've seen happening in real time
to us. Hello, good morning.
They're crawling back in. They're scared. Yeah. And
it's getting scary.
It's getting scary. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. And,
intimidation.
You know.
Yeah, we woke up with a flat tire this morning.
Just conveniently.
Conveniently had a flat tire this morning. Our day was
started out
for some meetings and stuff. We had some important things planned for today and got up to a flat. So we're not sure how it happened, but
we're kind of limping along.
Yeah.
Today,
so we're a little bit behind here on our meetings too. It didn't work out. We didn't get to go to one of our meetings. So hopefully we'll get a call back from them soon. And okay, so how do you want to do this, Brandy?
If you want to just kind of like an intro, maybe just read it, talk about it, because it's like people being silenced.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. In the Appalachian Mountains, silence isn't always at peace. Sometimes it's the sound left behind after everything else has been taken away. Here in Letcher County, Kentucky, families have learned that truth can be dangerous, and that speaking it out loud can come with a price. For years, stories have whispered through these valleys, stories of families who fought for justice, who questioned authority, who demanded answers, and in return, they lost their homes, their reputations, and even their children. What happens when those who are supposed to protect you become the very ones who destroy you. This episode isn't about revenge. It isn't about rumors. It's about power. It's how it's used, how it's abused, and how it hides behind words like policy, procedure, and protection. It's about the families who lived through it, the system that turned away when they begged to be heard. To understand what's happening in places like Letcher County, you have to look beyond the headlines. You have to see how a small network of people connected through offices, churches, and last names can control who is believed, who is punished, and who simply disappears. On paper, the system looks fair. There are agencies to protect children, departments to ensure safety, and courts to uphold justice. But on the ground, where everyone knows everyone, those lines blur fast. In Letcher County, a few names appear across multiple roles: social services, courthouse staff, school boards, local law enforcement, and when the power overlaps like that, oversight becomes almost impossible. In small counties, there's often no separation between professional duty and personal loyalty. That can lead to bias, intentional or not, in the way a child welfare cases are handled. When a parent challenges a local decision, it can be seen as defiance rather than advocacy. She says once an investigation begins, parents face a nearly impossible task. The process moves quickly and quietly. Even if a report turns out to be unfounded, reputations are already dead. He knows that I'm on live. And he does it on. Dusto, stop it. You know, I know you're watching. Like, can you wait? All right. Sorry. All right. That's how silence spreads. Wait, I lost myself. The process moves quickly and quietly. Even if a report turns out to be unfounded, reputations are already damaged. And because of confidentiality laws, families can't publicly defend themselves. That's how silence spreads. Not from fear alone, but from rules that make speaking up a risk itself. In Letcher County, parents describe losing their jobs, their social standing, their access to justice, all after filing complaints or questioning how decisions were made. I swear to God. They're part of a pattern experts recognize nationwide. One-horse systems built to protect children can sometimes punish families for being poor, outspoken, or inconvenient. When you look at rural corruption, it rarely shows up as organized crime or clear conspiracy. It's more subtle. Favors, silence, social pressure. The same names appear across positions of power, and decisions get made in back rooms or church basements, not in courtrooms. In places like Letcher County, reputation is currency. Challenge the wrong person, and that currency dries up fast. For the people on the receiving end, it can feel like being watched, followed, or targeted. And while those feelings are real, the engine behind them is usually structural, a web of influence that protects itself. He says that when people describe, I'm losing my patience with my husband, y'all. Okay.
You can kind of.
No, I want to find where I was at.
Skim through.
All right, here we go. When people describe patterns of intimidation, anonymous calls, sudden investigations, unexplained denials, it's often the system enforcing silence on its own behalf. For families caught in that web, the cost is immeasurable. Parents describe living in constant fear, checking over their shoulders, watching every knock on the door, wondering. Because I can't text him. Hang on a minute. Hold on, guys. Let me see. I'm going to go off screen for just one moment.
Does anybody have their own corruption stories that they want to talk about?
All right, here we go. All right, I'm back. So,
Hello.
now, is the camera working? All right, let's see if I can find my place where I was reading, because I think this is all important, like, to illustrate how it goes. Okay, here we go. For families caught in the web, the cost is immeasurable. Parents describe living in constant fear, checking over their shoulders, watching every knock on the door, wondering what rumor will come next. It's not just emotional, it's physical. Sleepless nights, panic at every unexpected sound. What many call paranoia, trauma experts recognize as survival. When trust and authority collapses, it changes a person's entire sense of safety. The body stays on alert because it's learned that danger doesn't always look like danger. Sometimes it looks like paperwork or polite smiles. The expert says that for people in communities like Letcher County, healing can't begin until they feel seen, until their pain is acknowledged, not dismissed. You can't tell someone to stop being afraid while the conditions that created the fear are still in place. Accountability and compassion have to come together. The truth in this is that systems don't crumble overnight. They erode quietly under the weight of pride and protection. Officials deny wrongdoing. Agencies defend their reports. Judges trust their networks. And meanwhile, families are left to pick up the pieces. Here in Letcher County, there's a saying. You can't fight City Hall when City Hall knows your mother's maiden name. That's how small towns protect themselves. That's how the silence stays alive. But silence isn't forever. Every time someone speaks, the wall cracks a little bit. Every time a story is told, another person realizes that they're not alone. Letcher County is more than its failures. It's home to people who still believe in community, who still believe that the truth matters, and who refuse to give up even when the system tells them to disappear. The families who've lived through this carry scars. Yes, but they also carry courage. The kind that grows only in the dark when nobody's watching, or when everybody's watching. They remind us that justice isn't a courthouse. It's a choice. It's the decision to tell the truth, even when your voice shakes. And in these mountains where echoes carry far and silence runs deep, those voices are finally starting to rise. This has been erased. The voices from Letcher County. For everyone who's ever been told to stay quiet, this one's for you.
So,
and we've got some comments here. She said, "Glad to see you out, Sarah."
Hi, I'm glad to be out. It was horrible. It was traumatic. I don't
I'm
recommend.
gonna switch the QR codes
recommend.
around. Look, Sarah got her buy me a coffee started, setting up. I'll put her QR code up in the top corner, and we also got merch and more at Apple Dreams at our Spotify store.
I've got to buy me a coffee too. So
yes, and Brandy's will pop back up there. Yours has been up up until now. It just now got switched to Sarah's, so we'll leave hers up for a few minutes and then we'll switch it back around. I can't figure out how to get them all on the screen at the same time. I know there has to be a way to do all three, but I can't figure it out because look what happens.
Figure it out with just the two.
See, like I can change the bottom one to this one is for the GoFundMe for Lexi's place.
But it won't let
But
her.
then up here, it'll let you put them all under the same category, but it puts it in the same spot. Like whenever hers, see up there?
Changes, yeah.
Ah!
We about failed.
We about failed. So let's put Sarah's back up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said.
All right.
Buy me a coffee.
Yes.
You guys ain't got to see me in a while. Gift me.
Yes. Did you
Well,
put your shadow work journal on there too yet? Are you going to share your PDF file for that at some point?
Probably.
She's got a shadow work journal coming soon too.
Yes.
I'm excited for it. She's got good questions and stuff in it. And I finally got my print copies of mine, and it had a couple of mistakes in it, so I'm gonna have to get those fixed. But yeah, let's see if I was gonna see if Nicole was. Hang on, what's that? This one, maybe.
Yeah, I think she did.
If she's ready, yeah,
Also,
she was going to come back.
Going to jail in a out-of-state jail from the state that you're from because
Okay,
you
yes, she
will
got
get
the
screwed on the
message.
bond. You won't be able to get a bond. They will keep you. They will hold you.
Well,
even if the charges aren't yours, they will hold you until your court date. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So if
you need to,
you're an
out-of-stater,
out-stater,
really explained. None of us really explained what's happened. We just we told everybody he was home, and that's about it. So if you want to explain, like maybe that the charges have been reduced.
Yeah, we didn't tell him how you're home or anything yet. We was just like we was
kind of going to
victory.
let her. We was just
the party of who the drugs actually were took full accountability,
Yeah.
and they reduced mine to a marijuana charge because marijuana is not legal in Tennessee. So I will have to report to probation for at least a year, and then I'll be wiped
Like a
off my record
diversion.
completely.
Yeah, like a diversion. Stay out of trouble. and stuff.
But my charges have been reduced all the way down to just a marijuana charge.
So thank God.
Yes,
Thank
that's
God.
amazing. That is
So
amazing.
I'm just glad that the other party decided to step up and take accountability.
But kind of like what we're talking about today in the show,
We did the right thing.
anybody from home knows that she was put on the front page
Yeah.
of our local newspaper,
and slandered and
Slandered
smeared to
and
no end.
on the front page to discredit her because where she come out and spoke out about the jail in the Brian Enton interview.
Yes.
Even if it's redacted, which hopefully once I get my paperwork for my charges being dropped, it will be redacted. Even if it's redacted, that's still been put out there. Now everybody that looks at me when I come into the county is going to be like, oh, she's a drug addict like anybody else. When anybody that truly knows me knows that I have worked my entire life not to become like my family and my friends and the people that I grew up watching.
Yeah.
I am the furthest thing from an addict. I like marijuana. I used to be an alcoholic. I love alcohol. I will not lie. Proudly, I was an alcoholic for at least 5 years, where we drank every weekend, every other day. And my children have never seen me drunk. My son has never seen me intoxicated. My daughter has never seen me intoxicated, and that is a fact. I'll take a polygraph on that. It's just, I'm not a drug addict.
Yeah.
But the thing of it
The
is,
funny thing is, I didn't even take pain medication when I had both of my C-sections.
But
so
you've got to kind of give a little bit of backstory because you got to think a lot of people doesn't understand what's happened is since all this has started. Like I said, Sarah had the interview.
I've been alienated
with
from my
Enton.
kids since then.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to
Yes.
say. Before the interview with Brian Enton, before all this
Even though
came
court order
about,
says that he
we
still
were
has to
in the
abide by
middle-
court order unless
we were in the middle
the
of a
judge has
custody
signed
battle
further notice, like
for
something
my
new.
grandchildren. So we're in the court system right now fighting for my grandchildren, her two babies. And during this time, this past weekend, their father
Ooh, I need
took
to
off
pee.
with them.
I'm going to give this to you.
So, so what I'm saying is they come in, and so we got a custody case going on and everything else. And so now we're dealing with that. And then she does the interview and comes out and has the discussion, about what's going on in Letcher County, the corruption, the stuff going on at the jail, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She does that interview, and then next thing you know, she's in trouble. They, smear everything all over the front page. They never, it was just a fiasco, honestly. So I just,
Yeah.
It put us in a spot. How do you fix
with
that?
an ongoing CPS case and
Right.
stuff like that, like without even asking the family, like what happened, or putting in there the other party. Even he didn't even report the whole story.
No.
And then we notified them, like, she's out, none of this was real, we've got the proof showing that she's innocent on all this stuff, can you please print a correction, or at least like put that in there, that, and
no,
they haven't corrected it. So now we've got to deal with that with the court systems here over the kids, whenever it was not anything
Right.
that should have been,
But
it never
here-
should have been blown up to that proportion anyway.
And the sad part
And the damage that it's done, she hasn't been able to see her children since.
No, we've not seen the kids, and
Which sucks.
we're
Black
in a
Panther, no, she wasn't. Somebody asked, was Mickey's daughter involved with the judge? And I said, no, that part of the rumors and stuff is not true.
We've always said
God,
that
these
from the
people are
beginning.
killing me wanting to co-host. Sorry guys, we're not co-hosting right now. We're doing something serious.
No, we've
if you
always
want to
said
give me a
from
minute,
the beginning.
Let us know if you have a story to share or something. Then I will accept it. But you've got to let me know what you're wanting to come on and do, because we're not going to come on and play games and stuff right now.
But
oops. Here's Sarah back. I've got it pointed
it's
towards
just
your
like
mom right
there's
now.
such a point of retaliation against people and against everybody when they say anything or do anything. So now you've got victims that were prepared and ready, willing to come forward and start telling their story. And now, we can't, they're seeing what's going on with Sarah and everybody else.
Yes.
And they're just not.
And they're scared to do it. And it's understandable.
It's understandable.
It's understandable why they are.
So we was going to talk about it today, see if there's anybody else. I mean, I know a lot of our friends have been through it, been through some retaliation and gang stalking. And
yeah, we've talked about like how the car with my cameras, how they've been on my cameras, my home security cameras. They have access to that. They monitor my Wi-Fi. There's been a car that we have, there was 3 people in it wearing ski masks parked in front of our barn.
You was home alone at the time.
Yeah, wellness checks, that sort
Yeah.
of thing. So yeah, well, I wasn't home alone. That's Nicole is the one that she's the one that caught it on video, and she was like, there are men in masks at your barn.
Yeah.
And she caught it on the video and stuff for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to be alone until she just happened to decide to stop by.
Yeah.
And so I was glad that she was there that evening.
So yeah. it's a bad situation, and Ty can tell you what she's been through with CPS and child services.
Yes.
And
I seen a video the other day. It was this girl was recording from the hospital room. CPS was in there trying to take her baby without a court order but the baby's drug test, her drug test, and the meconium was all clean, and they was trying to remove her baby still without even a court order or a judge's signature. She was saying how, you are not taking my baby. No, you cannot hold my baby. I don't trust you. You're going to walk out of here with her. And I was like, this happened to me in Whitesburg, Kentucky. And that's exactly how they took Sadie. They didn't let me leave the hospital with her. And there wasn't nothing in her system either, except for the Suboxone, the Subutex that I had been prescribed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how they removed her from me.
Yeah.
They took her from the hospital, took her out of our hospital room.
Yeah. And then,
so,
there's so many people. Well, go ahead. You got.
Yeah. And then the twins, whenever they took them, that was fucked up too.
Yeah.
We were at the hospital with them. And their dad was in the car with one of them. We'd been there all night long at the ER with the babies had really high fevers. We'd been up with them for days. And we was sitting over, I was in the clinic, and I had my bare feet tucked into the car seat on both sides of Maya's body. And I was like rocking her with my feet. I kicked off my flip-flops. I was rocking her with my feet, and I was like, sitting there probably nodded out. I probably was nodded out.
Yeah.
Because it had been a long fucking night. It had been a long couple of days with sick twins. Sick infants. And somebody there called from the hospital, called and told them that I was out there fucked up. And I wasn't, and it didn't matter. And they wouldn't even let their dad take them home.
Yeah.
They let the man that raped me come and get them and take them, and he had to supervise my visits.
Yeah. Which was another trap.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another trap. I mean, and it has nothing to do about the well-being of the child.
It has nothing to do with the well-being of the child. Or they wouldn't take them from you and give them to a rapist.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, we're in the
or
middle.
to the man that beat you.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Right. And we're in the middle of the thick of it, too, because if you go to Sarah's TikTok.
Y'all got to go look at Sarah's TikTok.
Sarah has a bunch of videos of the abuse that she suffered, and the father, while this custody.
Yeah, she posted it on her TikTok. It's Sarah, if you type in SARAH and a black heart, that one is her TikTok account.
It's too old for them to watch and use. I'm going to use it myself.
Right.
I have a right to show the abuse that I suffered.
They're not letting us say anything in court. We've not had.
They said that the videos of him being violent are irrelevant. That they're not violent, but they are. Y'all go watch it and y'all be the judge. Tell us what you think. Do you think that those videos are violent or not?
While he has had this child in his custody, he's had an EPO against him. There's been all kinds of things happen, but
for domestic violence, EPO for domestic violence. But they say that he's not a violent man.
They say he's not violent.
I'm going to give this back to you.
Okay, I was looking for something.
It's
to
just,
smoke.
it's a mess. It really is. It's sad because, you know, the kids are the ones suffering.
Yeah.
They're the ones suffering. But he come this past weekend and took my granddaughter. And the other grandmother has sent messages. Sarah has them up. Go look at them. Go watch them.
Yeah.
They're, you can read
They
through
refuse to let Sarah have her
Um,
visits.
First,
Since she's been out?
refuse the visits, and then they turn around the next day and tell her, "Well, he come took your kid. I couldn't stop him."
Didn't they? Yeah, I'm not going to speak on it. I don't know what I'm allowed
Well-
to say and what I'm not. So I'm just not going to talk
About
before I
that,
put my
think
foot in my mouth.
She's posted everything, pretty much. She
About
had-
them calling the law and everything.
Yeah, his
Okay.
mother. Yeah, his own mother.
That's what I
called
was gonna say, that
his
she
own mother
called
called 911 on him and said that, you know, he was acting irrational and everything, and that the cops continued to let him take her, and you know, we don't know her whereabouts. The other grandmother don't know whereabouts now, and we've not heard anything. So, you know, we're in a mess. I mean, it's scary because, I mean, there's literally nothing we can do, and where I feel helpless because you have the guardian ad litem who's supposed to be the well-being of the children. That's her job, is to be their attorney. Has failed completely. She's seen every one of the videos of the violence and everything else. So
knows about the EPOs, knows about
everything, and still seems that they should have guardianship over
and
us.
not even let their mom see them, and the paper is just full of a bunch of slander on her.
Even though there's
None
no
of it is
kind
founded
right
like it's.
order. They're letting a lawyer in social services, which is not allowed to overrule a judge's order, tell them that they can keep my kids from me, even though that goes against court orders.
Yeah, they were in contempt. That's true. But we went for the visit to pick them up that Friday, and they told us no. So we went and filed contempt of court because we had court visitation, and by law we were supposed to pick them up, and told us no. So we documented it, did what we are supposed to do. The next day he came, picked her up, and she's been gone since. So, you know, we're helpless.
So what do we do? And
know?
like that comment that I left on the other girl's video where they were trying to take her newborn, somebody responded the Punish for Protecting Act.
Yeah.
The Francesca Amato. Let me see if I can find that on this phone. Let me lay this down. Can you? How does this work? Oh, that's hers, ain't it? Here.
That's fine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Sorry. If you'll open it for me, I will pull that up and I'll tell y'all what that is. And
Well, you need good.
Facebook, I guess, or Google will work maybe. Or shoot, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Oops. Punished. If y'all aren't following these people yet, go follow Stand with Meg.
I think she's a good one.
And
gosh, I got
Francesca Amato.
Wrote down.
Here it is.
Me and my
Punished for
notebook.
Protecting the Injustice of Family Court. She's got a book that tells her experience with the broken family court system, and shit.
I mean, you know.
All right. And she is also bringing a bill to Congress. She's actually trying to pass. Here she is. This is what I was looking for, her Facebook page. Francesca Amato. Punished for Protecting.
You know, it's, I mean, alienation, grandparent alienation, parental alienation, all of it, it's abuse.
Yes.
It's abuse.
I mean, search her this way.
It's so destructive to children.
I need your.
I can't understand it. What do you need?
Here she is. I'm going to click follow for you for that. You wasn't even following her yet. Okay. She is an expert, award-winning legal advocate. And a human rights expert. And also a best-selling author. But she
Oh, wait, she's got your other one.
It's called the Family Justice
It's-
and Accountability Act.
Yeah.
So y'all Google that. Family Justice and Accountability Act. That was the one word I was looking for that I was foundering on.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So, there's like a lot of, I don't know. I swear I think we get on and we just freeze up because we jabber all day long. And then
there's so much though.
There's
There's
so
just so
much
much.
of-
It's so complex. There's so many layers to it, that
and you can make notes after notes after notes and it,
still not feel like you're getting your point across.
getting it through. And, with
Hello, little birdie.
there being so many people.
Hello,
that,
Melody. Hello,
you know,
Ron.
going through the exact same thing in our county. And,
People know how dangerous this is, how hard it is, how difficult it is, and the people that are wanting to still turn a blind eye to it.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
Right.
Like what is so right about the corruption and the wrong they're doing to us and our families and our children and the trauma that is put upon us? What is it? What makes it so right to you? Why do me and my children got to be traumatized because the corrupt want to be corrupt? Why?
Right.
It ain't right.
It ain't. So, like, the people that are still trying to
And
say, shh, hush, don't
I
make a
raised-
scene. Don't talk about it. We don't talk about this. Don't, y'all.
I
we
did
can.
raise my children.
We can
making
get
a
our
scene,
fucking
sharing
lives
our
back.
trauma.
We can get our lives back.
I did.
We can
raise
get our
my
children back.
Right. And my
And
daughter spoke up.
if we
about
come
something
together,
that
they can't stop
took
us.
a lot of courage
You know?
to speak up about.
Yeah.
She took a lot of courage to speak up about.
Yes.
Now I gotta
And-
worry about mine and my family's lives.
Now because
Yes.
she.
We got people following us around. We got problems.
We got people disappearing and then people coming to investigate.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, ma'am.
So it's turned into a very kind of serious situation that if we don't start,
Where is our justice?
we've got to be more vocal, more
For our own safety.
For our own
because things
safety.
are getting heated up. And
So
I don't trust the cops. I don't trust anybody that works in the system in Letcher County that isn't like completely clear about where they stand.
yeah.
Because
Well, I had a friend get a hold of me this week.
they're dangerous.
And she's kind of stuck in a situation that her child is the person that has her child works at the courthouse. And she has not been able to get her child back for a long time and done everything they've asked her to do, jumped through all the hoops, done everything.
Let's talk about
And
Lena
it's just,
taking one of my
you
high
know.
school friends' kids. Because she was trying to get clean.
About who?
Lena.
Yeah. So
People at the courthouse have a tendency of loving stealing kids and helping people steal kids.
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. There's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
I know, Ron. He said they're trying to get something on you guys. Be careful. I know they are. Like, yeah.
That was made clear.
Yeah.
That was made very
Yeah.
blatantly clear.
Hell, Sam Adams threatened it himself in that podcast that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we got on
So-
here and was like, well, next thing you know,
I'd be in trouble.
what would happen? What would happen if we done an interview like that with our true feelings about the biased, one-sided asshole that he is?
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
I know. I told him.
I'm old enough.
Yeah, he said in that interview that we've not tried to get help or not tried to talk to local media or anything. That's a lie. That's a straight lie. We have, and I have, we have went to the FBI. We have went to Homeland Security. We have went and we have told people.
Who the hell
We have,
happened?
that's why how we are so confident that people are looking and watching, because we have made sure that people are looking and watching. And,
it's got to a point, it's scary.
Yeah.
It is. Because
It is.
we don't really know at this point, you got
what's their
everybody
next step going to be?
right. what's the next step? You know, and we have, if I don't know,
Because we know what happened to Jen.
Right. Well, we don't know if people noticed. We sidetracked. Our last shows we've done have been about different topics, different things to try to lighten it, to get away from a lot of the seriousness and kind of break it up a little bit, because, you know, there's a side of it that it's all about the sex and this and that and that. And then you got the side of it, you know, of the jail and what the scandal with the jail. And then, you know, and there's so many other victims that
weren't even involved in either of those, but have still been royally fucked by the
their
courthouse
kids
in other forms.
Something.
Yeah.
You know, wills and.
It's like Jesse, whenever Jesse went to court the other day, I don't know if y'all seen that yet or not, but I've been trying to do it
in our town with
protesting,
little megaphone protesting
for speaking out
First Amendment rights. She got took to jail for
against corruption in front of the courthouse on public property. Like, if she wasn't blocking traffic, they're hurting nobody or nothing. No. Well, they hang on, let me answer Nicole. Come on in. Okay. Nicole's about to be on with us.
Okay. We have another.
Let me turn it this way for a minute.
Her name's Nicole.
But anyway, they had they put her in jail, or they took her to jail and strip searched her and everything, and she hadn't even committed a crime. They just completely disregarded her rights. They destroyed her property. He broke her megaphone. And then when she went to court, they talked to her like she had already been convicted of a crime and gave her the options of jail or pay them a fine. She didn't do anything wrong. All that happened is they assaulted her.
Yep.
They assaulted her, and now they're demanding payment or jail time from her for it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And you know, she's
okay, here we go. We get Nicole on. And
like I said, Nicole Hidalgo.
Here we go. Let's get her up here with us. There she is. Hi. Beautiful lady.
How are you all?
Find my I'm gonna put it closer to you for a minute so that I can get the phone cord. I've got to find a phone cord, or we're gonna go dead.
Sorry, I'm late. I had to grab some things for a Halloween dance last minute.
Oh,
yeah.
Can we plug this in over here somewhere?
Here, let me have it.
I got me a longer cord finally. All right, let me see if I can turn it this way. Okay. Sorry, we are not cameramen, that's for sure.
No, we're not.
Okay, this is backwards too. No wonder it wouldn't go. Okay, there we go.
Professionalism.
All right. Okay. Give me just a moment.
Okay. Did she have to pick one of the options they gave her? Angie asked, did she have to pick one of the options they gave her?
She told them no. She's like, kiss my ass. I didn't do nothing wrong.
She didn't do nothing wrong.
Back, I guess.
So she's got to go back.
She put it all out there, like she made the videos on her what was it, TikTok? It's called Little Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is a beautiful, fiery soul.
Yes.
She is. I love her. She's little.
She's our little firecracker.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you watched it yet or not, or watched the beginning of our live here, but I just read an intro on retaliation and the way it impacts families and the harm that it is causing, you know? So,
well, if there's anyone that knows about retaliation, it's me.
Yes.
I've learned firsthand. A lot of people know who I am, but a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was in a high profile murder case that took place in Letcher County. As soon as it happened, like I didn't know anything about the other party, but as soon as it happened, that there was private investigators following me. Um, I was harassed. I received death threats. I shut down my social media. I don't post pictures of my kids to keep their identities protected. Gosh, just thinking about the retaliation, it causes anxiety. It truly does. Because the retaliation is most people can't even fathom. They can't fathom it.
Yeah.
Even now, people who report about, all of the trafficking and the corruption, until you experience the harassment, gang stalking, targeting, you don't
You want to
realize how,
share
like, it affects your
any
mental health.
examples of
Oh,
the things that
examples?
happened to you?
Okay, so
Let's try to give them like a visual on it, on what that harassment and gang stalking looks like.
so
Because that's not just a conspiracy theory term.
it's not just a conspiracy. And
You want your sit back here? Come on.
what led me to look at things in Letcher County, I hadn't really been in Letcher County. Don't go there. Don't visit. But 10 years later, right after me and my boyfriend had broken up, because there was all kinds of gang stalking stuff that was taking place. People were harassing me when my boyfriend left and went to work. You would call the police, and the police would just call you back and say, "Oh, well, we can't do anything." I even had to pull a gun and like waited for the police to show up because I had people who were breaking into my property. Police wouldn't do anything. I always thought that was really odd. But so there was this Kentucky State Trooper named Adam Pierce, whom has a really bad rep. And he pulled me over for asking him about the missing people, the sex trafficking, all of that. I videoed it, kind of embarrassed him. And 1 week later, my dog was murdered. And he was friends with a gentleman who works construction, but his mommy gets all of the big contracts from like Andy Brashear, like Bezak, huge contracts. So like he's a big wig. He talked me into going to Letcher County to watch some music when my dog was murdered. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was very emotional, and he just wouldn't leave me alone. So I went because I knew that I had friends there that were throwing the event. He acted really shady. And this is at the street side bar and grill where my husband got into it and lost, his freedom, where a bunch of really bad stuff happened. It's where Mickey and the judge had, like lunch and stuff before the shooting.
Like street side.
Yep. A lot of bad stuff.
Bar and grill.
A lot of bad stuff happens at that bar and grill. And so I'm sitting there and I ask for water. He tells me, no, you have to drink something. I'm like, no, I do not. So after he aggravates me for a minute, I said, just give me a bourbon straight. Because I thought maybe I'm just being paranoid and I'm stressed out. Maybe a drink will do me some good. He brings it back to me. It's a Coke with ice in it and it looks cloudy. And I'm like, okay, let me take a sip. After a sip, I was like, well, it tastes fine. And then this guy legit makes a joke about roofing my drink. And he kept trying to put his hands on me. Like we got into it. I told the people at that bar and grill, I think he roofied me, told them about the drink. Like he went ahead and threw it out and was like, oh, I drank it, within 2 seconds when I told him, when I called him out on it. No one in that bar took up for me. It was just like, how dare you call this out in public? Yeah. I was very, 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 very surprised. And like after that trooper that was best friends with him, he was talking about that state trooper when we went out. And he was talking about Marxism, how he's a Democrat, all of these things. And, talking about his mommy's political
Uh-oh. We froze up, Sarah. I mean, Nicole.
You're used to saying that.
Maybe it will be back in a moment. I think we're
It might
still.
be
I think
hers.
it's her signal. We'll give her a second
got
here.
Mountain service.
Well, she froze pretty. At least she didn't freeze
She
with a
did.
weird face on. That's a good thing.
You know,
So-
and that's the thing. There's just so many families and so many people that's had retaliation and had things happen to them. I mean, when we talk about, you know, there's so many layers to this story.
Yeah.
There is. There's so many layers.
Let me see what happened.
You know, but we're gonna try to start talking about them, I guess, layer at a time. Just, you know,
Yeah.
and if we haven't experienced it, we have friends that have, you know, that have experienced it. You know, come together, talk about it, try to work through it together.
Have the thing under my shirt like this makes me feel like I ain't made it.
You're fine.
Walking around.
With your underclothes on, your thermals on.
You either get a thermal or freeze.
Yeah.
Thermal breeze.
So, well, that was Smokahontas. If y'all
Yeah.
aren't following her, she is under, her name is Nicole Hidalgo on Facebook. She's got really great content. She talks about the corruption and stuff here a lot.
Doesn't a Floyd County man own internet? Actually, it's not county.
It's not
that
county
cable-
TBS cable.
TVS
Thacker
cable.
Grigsby.
Most
She
people-
lost her connection, she said. I
Yeah,
told her
she
just
said
click
she
back
lost her
in whenever
connection.
she gets back on there.
Yeah. Yeah, the signal. I
Yeah,
hate it. I get so mad. It would storm rain.
Our
or
Wi-Fi at
anything.
home rarely works properly, and even whenever it's working, it's slow and glitchy, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it just works when it wants to.
yeah.
But no, we thought we'd start maybe talking about some stuff, especially with the retaliation and things. Because right now, I know from people on the outside looking in are probably thinking, I'm not talking. It's
Yeah.
not worth it. They're not going to do anything, you know, because
But the only way to make it stop is to call it out. That's the only way you're going to stop the retaliation is to call it out. So, like,
That is-
it's at
that
this
is very,
point
very
that we're
true.
not going to be safe if we don't call it out, and that's all there is to it. So,
Okay.
and that's like,
Miss Nicole is back.
here we go.
Yeah.
We got her
I
back.
don't know why
If
it
our
lost
tripod will
service.
stand up,
Actually, two six where you kind of because I'll hang out over here.
let's just do this.
I don't know. I don't know where it left off at, but the gang stalking and retaliation is it impacts your mental health, and a lot of
Yeah,
people
it
say,
does.
"Oh, it's your
It
mental health." No,
Then
No, it's
people
not.
gaslight you about it, and they don't even realize that they're gaslighting you. But
I know people around here that own mines that hire ex-military just to watch so people don't steal their stuff. What do you think that they do when people like us come forward? I
Yeah.
have videos of people sitting at the bottom of my hill
Mhm.
that actually made my car alarm go off. So they must have got my VIN and somehow or another, had a keep fob made, which means they could put stuff in my car. They could set me up.
Mhm.
I know that this one sounds crazy, but I've experienced it. And you're talking about people who have never met each other before. Before Taya and I met, and other, victims, whenever, like, your house will get broken into and they will move stuff around just to show you that they can access your house to keep you afraid.
Or open your doors.
Or they'll come
Open-
in and do things like pour bleach into your mushrooms,
Yep.
into your growing mushrooms. They poured bleach in my mushrooms. Just came
Leave.
in my house, me and my husband in the bed.
Leave your
We were in the bed,
door
in the
wide
house.
open.
Yeah, they locked their house up a couple days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the neighbor called and said that their door is standing wide open
And
And
when
they
he went to
even
check
remember
it, it was
over at
locked.
Sarah's. Yeah.
They
I think-
remember me slamming it shut.
Yeah. So
And they do that to kind of make you doubt yourself and to
Mhm.
make you feel like you're going crazy. That way,
I'm on
that way they stress you
Right.
out till you go to a doctor, and then you get put on some type of medicine, and then you're not trustworthy. Like
You're not trustworthy and can't be. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they can discredit you much
It's what you
easier.
discredit.
Yeah, and they can also keep you loopy.
Yes.
It's very stressful. It
Right.
got to the point where I didn't even trust my kids playing out in the yard. So I'm trying to relocate as it is, because I've dealt with the gang stalking and the harassment. And these private investigators have some pretty fancy tech, let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Let you tell us.
Oh,
Please tell us. I've been doing a little research and stuff. Did you see that post about that man saying he was being hit with a direct energy weapon and he shot the guy or killed the guy, I guess?
yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, what a meth head." I'm like, "Well, maybe not." Like that's
So,
a
I
real
know
thing. Direct energy weapons are real.
Yeah,
So-
there's been congressional hearings about directed energy weapons. The thing is, if you are like, if someone was to put your name through the FISA court and say that you're a domestic terrorist, you'll get flagged. And there are different categories. You've got quiet skies, targeted individuals, and so on and so forth. A lot of people are trying to get Tulsi Gabbard to shut down some of these programs, but whistleblowers,
Mhm.
they've been hit with directed energy weapons. You have J6ers, and it's like a microwave energy. And if you are hit with microwave energy, it will cause the fray effect, which will make you feel like you're hearing voices. And then you have some people that say they're getting hit with V2K technology, like going to their city council meetings, talking about this technology that's being used. But with the private investigators, I know firsthand, because I grew up around police officers. My mom took the Chicago police test, and then we moved here, and they wouldn't hire her because she was a woman. She went with I won't say the officer's name. He's like DEA now, but he was doing a favor for a judge, and he was staking out this woman's home. Like, they were rotating, and they have gadgets that can see like radiation, like through your walls, and watch absolutely everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was with a private detective that did it because a judge had a grudge against this woman.
Mhm.
And that was like in 2005, 2006. And it spans for decades, and their tech only gets more advanced. So if you're under constant surveillance and they can see through your walls, it will make you it'll make you unwell. It's dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like radiation poisoning.
So tell me about that V2K. What is that?
The V2K, it got its name. It's called the Voice of God weapon. They used it in the Iraqi war to tell the Iraqi soldiers, our military did, to put down their weapons. And they thought that they were hearing the voice of God, and they laid down their weapons. Now they have professors doing seminars, and you can actually buy that tech for like $2,000. And it's basically just like sound wave that goes over other sound wave. And when you
Okay.
point, you can point it, and it will make it sound like it's coming from your head.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's V2K technology.
Yeah, that one's.
Then we got to talk about the trackers that they put on our cars and stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's a common thing. Yeah, somebody was actually just arrested for that the other day. Or a woman got kidnapped because of an AirTag being put on her car. Somebody put a tracker on her car, followed her, kidnapped her, and luckily they got the person.
Yeah.
But that's how they did it. So
yeah.
Yeah. Like
These people have a lot of money
went
to
on our
pay.
field trip when we went to the overdose awareness event and got followed all the way home.
Oh my gosh. That was a
all the
perfect,
way home.
that was a perfect example.
Yes.
Of,
It was cop after cop after cop after cop. We had to escort the entire drive back.
yes. But whenever we dropped you off, when I was going through Jenkins to drop off your daughter, 2 cops got on my tail, and I'm not going to lie. They were so close. I thought they were going to pit me. I thought we were, you know.
Yeah.
I was really worried, but then the one pulled off and the other one kind of pulled up real quick. I guess trying to see if I would speed up afterwards.
Wow.
But
I'm scratching something.
I got followed all the way home. The messages that night were it was crazy. How many? We seen about 20 police cars.
Yeah. Well, the ones that about run us over in the middle
of
of the street that I caught on camera, when
Wow.
like 7 of them went vroom and went like we were in the middle of a crosswalk walking, and they cut us off and hit their blue lights and sirens, and then here come like 7 or 8 of them right behind it. We caught part of it on camera, but then that's some of the ones that started following us whenever we left to go back home.
When that car kept running into that other car. Oh, you seen the video that yet?
No.
That up there at Seco, there was a car behind another car, and like they just kept ramming it and hitting it.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I think Elizabeth reported on it.
That's what I was
Okay,
saying.
It was
I'll
a
have to look.
preacher. A preacher.
Yeah,
that
he was a preacher, and Liz done the video, and you can hear him in the car. They're scared to death, and he's like, and you know how bad the road is at Seco anyway.
It's a windy,
like
curvy, breaking off on the edges.
and you're gonna roll and get hurt.
Yeah,
if
you'll
you
go over the
off
mountain.
that mountain. And he was hitting them. I mean, running in, you could hear him hitting the car, and they'd scream, and then they and they pulled over, and he followed them and hit them. I mean, he just kept. And I don't know where he was a preacher or something. He got some ridiculous
Matt Butler helped him
Yeah.
get a decent deal. It's like a DUI. He didn't get reckless driving or
no reckless driving,
No, putting nobody in danger.
no endangerment.
What the fuck? This tripod, buddy. I think it's on its last leg, like literally.
May have to just,
I think it's the cord. It's just putting too much weight on it. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna have to hold it. There we go. I just hold it with my feet. That'll do.
we'll figure stuff out as we go.
That's a cute sweater.
Thank you very much.
I'm ready for a girls' day. I need
We need one.
some girl time. So
I'm all about a girls' day. You just tell me
Yeah.
when.
And let's do this trauma pinata thing and rage room and stuff. We want to start doing trauma workshops, y'all.
Right.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Channeling, taking what's bad and using it for good.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I mean that's the thing right now.
We want to transmute it into something positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there has to be some kind of healing.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to start somewhere. We have to start doing something to start healing.
To heal
some
it,
of this.
put the pieces back together. So, anybody that wants to do that, I figure we could create an event on Facebook and like spread it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to mention the interviewer that they had talked about, that Lila had talked about, and
Joel, yes, Mr. Cotton, the private investigator.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. Ashley Blair and Lila Steins have both shared videos saying that yes, this is the real deal. He is the real deal. It is okay to talk to him. He's here to help us. So, Butler and them was putting it on Facebook that the investigator was fake and not to trust him and things like that. And that is a lie. So, he is the real deal. And his email, I'll post the link to, they've got it posted on their accounts. But
yeah. We'll try to figure
I'll
out
find
how
a
to
link.
put it into something to where
We'll make us a TikTok and a Facebook post and all that with it too. That way anybody that wants to talk to him or has evidence to give him, you can.
You can.
Yeah, he's got a very good history, a very deep resume. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I was excited to see that there's actually a detective that's taking interest because you know just as well as I do. It's difficult to trust law enforcement around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
We have a lot of PTSD from law enforcement.
Yeah.
Serious, like CPTSD.
Found that out.
Like, yeah.
And you don't realize it. You don't realize it that you are that traumatized until it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Then when they pop up, and then you're like, oh my God, like,
you know, you're so used to something bad happening that even if it is a good interaction, you're still waiting for the shoe to drop, you know,
Yeah.
and something to go wrong.
Leave your phone with
Yes.
her and come with me.
Yeah.
Right. I can
Okay.
do that. All right.
this way. Here I come. You want me to hold this one?
Yeah.
All right, let me get it.
Jody's
Okay.
down there.
Hi, Jody. Girl, we need to do some crafts. When can we do some crafts? You want to have a craft day?
Yes.
That would be amazing. I used to go to a craft group and up in Awesome or up toward Blackie where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And we had so much fun. But whenever I got sick, I had to stop going for a while. But I'm feeling good again, and I would love to do some crafts and stuff. We need to do all kinds of trauma workshops and crafts and sound healing things.
It is very much needed
Time to
because
start putting things in action.
right, because we all know that there's a lot of people have stories.
Some people may never get their justice, but they still need the healing.
Yes,
So
exactly.
yeah. So that's where we're at with that. Y'all give us some taps over here on the Ticker Talkers and hit that share button. Let's get it out. Get it out. And get Brandy some more viewers and followers, hopefully. Here.
Most definitely. I'll be sharing this a little bit later. Ladies, I hate to run. I just wanted to stop in and kind of tell people like, hey,
Yes.
Gangstalking is real.
This is real.
This
It's really
is what
happening.
happened to me. Like I have it documented, and that's kind of what got me on all this. That's how I started talking to politicians and making like posts from my perspective because I didn't feel like the whole story was being told. And
it's not.
you know, I don't let that hold me back. What happened was an atrocity, and getting harassed by those police, it was disappointing.
Yeah.
But where I grew up around police officers and I pulled out my video camera, I wasn't afraid. Like I was so over the harassment that I was just like
fed up with it.
You know, God bless you guys, and I hope that you stay safe. But, you know, I'm just going to start making videos and content and making fun of you guys and calling you out for it and just showing the proof because this is not how officers are supposed to conduct themselves.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
They're supposed to be here to keep us safe, not put us in danger or to make us feel afraid.
Serve and protect.
So
that's not their purpose. So
growing
why
up
are
in
they
Chicago,
going out of their way to put the fear of God in us?
Exactly. You know? Coming from Chicago to Kentucky, it was such a culture shock. And I love this place. I have a lot of family here. But the way that things are ran, it's backwards.
It's so backwards.
Very, very backwards. And I guess, you know, people that live here, they're used to it. But no.
Well, I think that we were all raised in a community where we kept everything to ourselves. We didn't want outsiders in here. We didn't like outsiders. We didn't want them knowing our secrets. We didn't want them knowing how.
It's like, you remember back in the 60s? Have you ever seen that documentary about when the filmmakers came and they shot the documentary maker? They shot the guy. It happened right over beside of where my house is. It's an Apple Shop movie.
Sorry. But what it was is they did.
Oh, the Apple Shop that's in Whitesburg?
Yes. Poverty. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It happened in Jeremiah though, right over there on the street.
I have friends that worked with the Apple Shop.
Yes, they but that filmmaker came in and
they thought he was asking too many questions.
Thought he was asking too many questions, and they killed him.
Causing problems. So it's been like
it's part of the culture to keep the secrets.
To keep secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, after experiencing 20 years of medical malpractice, extortion, the violation of my constitutional rights, the harassment, the stalking, the gang stalking and retaliation.
I keep getting notifications that somebody's accessing my medical records. I keep getting emails that my medical records are being looked at.
You need to check and see if there was a data breach
Okay.
or
I
something.
don't know how to do that. It was on my chart. So
We all kind of figure stuff out. And that was something me and Ty talked about too. We need to start coming together and helping each other fill out some of these legal forms. And
yes,
how
we need to get our
let's
motions
teach-
filed,
let's
and
teach each other how to do a FOIA, or teach each other how to
FOIAs-
file a complaint to the Bar Association or
Yes.
something. Let's pull
Educate.
together. Let's
Let's
educate
educate.
each other.
Yes.
There's a content creator called Judgy, and I know that she's coming out with an app where you can judge the judges and the court system, and that
Cool.
will be out soon. So but yeah, finding
Really
people
good.
to do FOIA requests, that's so important.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people that have
Yep.
cases, they could probably win their cases if
I
they
have
file
been
a
trying-
Freedom of Information Act request.
I've put in multiple FOIAs and I keep getting stonewalled. So maybe somebody can help me. They sent me extra papers to fill out for the child services ones. First they was like, well, we need the names. I was like, I included the names the first time, but here they are again.
Right.
And then I gave it, then she sent me a form to fill out. That's exactly the same form that I already filled out. And then then the KSP ones I asked for through KSP and DOC for my whole criminal, all of it. They sent me like 10 traffic citations from 2006. And it has nothing of any substance in it whatsoever. And all my current charges that I'm doing time on was not included. And they said that one section was heavily redacted because of it contained the confidential informant. I was like, on the case I've already seen the discovery, or supposedly had my discovery on. You can't tell me who the informant is after I've already done my time. And I know who it is. She testified against me, right? So what do you mean? You can't give me my files because her name's in it? I know who she is.
Listen, trying to get any type of paperwork or get anything done, it's a joke.
It is.
It really is. Like, they
It
will
is.
stonewall you on purpose. And
American Hollow.
like what took me a year to kind of accomplish in Kentucky took me just like a week or two in Texas, getting in touch with the right people.
Yep.
And in Kentucky, I've not been very successful at
Time for an out of state.
I guess
Yes.
shining a light and getting the attention of our local politicians, despite going to Fancy Farm and pleading with them. So that's okay.
Yeah.
We can start small. We can start filing the lawyers that have got the way they have. Let's start filing to the Bar Association of Kentucky.
No. I'm going big or going home.
You got
I'm going big or
That's
going
our
home.
girl. That's our heavy
And
hitter here.
I'll be over here in
one
the
more
corner
trick up my
submitting stuff.
sleeve. Like, I heard that they got tricks up their sleeve. Well, I've got one trick up my sleeve. I know it's hard to get anything done in Kentucky, but you know what? There are some really great Christian nonprofits out there. And I went to a child trafficking event in Texas here recently. And
God, I hate I missed it. I
boy,
wanted to be
did
there
I
so
miss
bad.
it. I wanted you to go. I'm at
I'm coming to the next one.
founder
We were trying to
of Oath
figure it out.
Keepers.
We was.
I didn't want to go without Brandy either. So
Right.
Yeah.
Valentina Gomez was there. But luckily, there was an NGO there. And we have one shot, I believe, at getting the feds in
we
here.
got an ace in the hole.
Yeah, but we need to focus and work together to get
Yes.
like a Steele dossier together,
Yes.
and just drown out anything that's not productive and just be supportive.
And stay together.
Stick together.
Stick together. That's
Yeah.
the best thing. And don't be scared. I mean,
Why does the judge need a
there's
disabled
strength in
sticker?
numbers, guys.
There is strength in numbers.
Look here what she says.
What?
Hold on. Diamond said, hold on. That's not the one. There we go. Let me get it up there. I was behind the butler in line the other day at McDonald's. She says, why does a judge need a disabled sticker? Why does the Commonwealth Attorney need a disabled sticker? That's a good
Oh, no,
question.
he's the county prosecutor.
Right. He has a
right?
job.
Or-
And he's how old? Very young.
He has to be younger than me. I mean,
Right.
Of course. So, I mean, he's.
That's a good question, Diamond. That's a good
Who
question.
knows?
I guess, you know, there's perks that come with that job.
Right. I mean, don't you get your own parking spot anyway?
That's
You
what I
know?
thought.
Right.
Yeah.
My MS might need that one day.
Right.
My MS
Right.
might need to use that space one day.
Oh, and here's something else weird. Okay, the food stamp thing, you know how they've, oh, it's not him, it was Jimmy that had it, she said.
Oh.
It was Jimmy that had the sticker.
Well, now he's a little bit older than me, so I
Yeah, he might be a little disabled. I don't know. But the SNAP benefits, everybody's like freaking out and saying it was because of the government shutdown. But the thing is 2 months ago, whenever I went and recertified, they told me it was my last time recertifying. They were out of funds. I'd be lucky to get them for the month of November. So they already knew before this happened. It had nothing to do with that, unless that was planned too, which is possible, I guess. But the thing is I got another letter yesterday that said I was approved to get them for November and December. I said, I'm almost afraid to share that. It might cause a riot. I don't know why they decided to send me. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with that kind of stuff. Like,
and they had added like $20 to it too. It had $20 extra on the amount. So I don't know what's going on. It's weird because the last time I recertified, I didn't get them. They just disappeared. I didn't get them that month. And they were like, you were supposed to do your paperwork. And I was like, I just did it 2 weeks ago. Like, I just did it. But they made me come and do it again. And then they said this was my last round, my last time getting them ever. And now I got a new
figure
letter.
out something, because if they
So, I don't
don't,
know.
people are going to probably just steal, and it's going to
It's going to cause a lot of problems.
It's going to cause problems, and then you know what the solution's going to be? You know, surveillance.
Yep.
Yeah.
More cameras, flock cameras.
Yep.
So on and so forth.
Harsher punishments.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
But ladies, I have to get my little boy ready for this Halloween.
Okay.
Dance. Thank you for having me on. I love you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to put this. Well, I gotta turn it this way, I guess. There we go. It did it by itself.
Okay. That was Nicole.
So that was Nicole Smokahontas. If you're not following on X, she has all kinds
Jody said I was told they will
start work requirement rules next month. They have been doing that though. Like, they've done that off and on for years. They act like these are big changes, but like every other month you get a new letter that's this thick of some tree that they've chopped up for nothing to change the rules for this day, knowing they're going to change it again tomorrow. And so they go back and forth.
Yeah. So, but we just figured we'd talk a little bit about a different topic, you know, kind of get off a little bit something.
And point out that like there are still retaliation happening and taking place. And put it out there that we're not going to be talking to anybody without an attorney, no matter what. So you might as well not get mad that we ask for an attorney whenever you try to speak with us. We're glad to speak with anybody doing any investigating or whatever. That's fine, but we're going to do it with an attorney present. So,
because I mean, you know, you may be the best person in the world, but then again,
you might not.
I don't know.
You might work for the people who are trying to destroy our lives. So
it's kind of the 50-50. So I just say let's play it safe, and you know, let's talk about it. Let's be open about it. Work through it together, and you know, just educate each other with what's going on. You know, because retaliation is scary. Here
is our links again. I'm gonna go ahead and put them up here. That way, let's put Brandy's back up there for a minute.
I've got a
Take it
buy
down,
me a
put it back
coffee.
up.
I think it's what buy me a
Yes,
coffee.
buy me a coffee /1 happy memo.
Yeah, memo.
You can put it in your bio and stuff too. Whenever we get
Oh,
you
okay.
get off your live, I'll show you how to put it on your bio, so it'll be
Okay.
there.
All right.
And it'll put
That
it
works
like
out.
whenever you click on your name.
Oh, okay.
So and then Sarah got hers. Hers is
Yeah, Sarah got one.
buymeacoffee.com /Scarlett's mom. I might have spelled it wrong. Does it have 2 T's?
2 T's, yeah.
I spelled it wrong. Hang on, let me fix it. There we go.
And
Safe.
to that little booger, if there's any chance or any way that anybody possibly sees this that could, just tell her, Mama loves you and misses you. And Tony, Mama loves and misses you too.
It's
but
not working.
We're a little bit worried about Miss Scarlett.
Yeah.
And, praying she'll come home pretty soon.
It won't let me click on anything, y'all. Okay.
Maybe it'd be a good idea because, like I said in the beginning, there was so much stuff rolling out and people were excited. And, it's like they're finally hearing us and we're finally getting something done. And it's hit the silent again. So, yeah. We'll see you guys later. And thanks for
It still won't let me change it.
listening
And remove it from the list.
and everything else. And
There
we'll
we
be
go.
back later, maybe.
That time. Oh, okay.
Now I gotta figure out how to get it stopped. How do you get
You can, this button up here, the end. Yep.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Coffee.com /. No title.
I had 138 viewers.
There we go. I got it up there. Got it right. Now, that is Sarah's right there in the top corner of the screen. Yes. Finally got it. And we've got new merch in the store. You can go over and support us there too.
Yeah.
That way we've got some holistic items, some herbs, more to come, some wellness products, skincare, that sort of thing, as well as clothing and the handmade jewelry and books. So yeah. So it was great talking to y'all. Thank you for your time and listening to us and your support and your love. Oh yeah, and now we can do super chats. I keep forgetting. Oh, I forgot. Okay, we can do super chats and stuff now too. So next time maybe we can remember from the beginning how to.
All right.
Like we
get
work that out. And memberships as well. So and that the memberships and stuff do come with all kinds of extra content.
Yeah.
Somebody said she was just thinking about me. Lori Jean says, "Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you." Hello. Yeah, we didn't put it on for a notification. We didn't really schedule it. We didn't know what time we was going to be able to do it. We had plans this morning of getting up and going and doing, visiting some people, some important people. We had meetings and we got it to a flat tire and we had to regroup and do things a little bit differently today. So, yeah, go back and catch the beginning, the replay. It will be awesome. So